moment right there. I know the hard point's not open yet, but if you're LAG, like, are we choosing to receive the hit, or are we trying to meet it by playing a little bit further into where Atlanta are coming from? Because there were a couple of members who are sitting all the way in the back towards driveway, a couple that are push out spiral. Like, it's just, what is the game plan? Like, what are we trying to do? Feels a little bit, again, mismanaged in terms of what the SMGs versus the ARs are doing, and it's another big double for Simp, 19 and 9, and it's gonna be Atlanta, if not at it, pretty much close to 150 points, depending on how this next hit for LAG goes.
Yeah, that was a 2v4 hold. Like, Simp been selling, but the only guys there, because LAG were able to finally go through the back, flip the spawns out.
Bro,
they just couldn't find the break. Simp is
this might be the first time I ever took an under, and like it was just
that dynamic
easy.
It's always gonna be tough to take down.
Damn, what under
like
you take?
we're good to go. Like I don't gotta worry about nothing.
You're looking for a couple kills to make your
Bro, does LA have anybody?
3 go down in favor of Atlanta. They're the team initially in it.
Yeah, and it's just like kind of, again, throwing the perspective on it for LAG. It's like Kismet and Johnny are putting together a decent effort in terms of like trying to actually create something. But I said this early when Lunars was initially picked up. He's just not playing the same way that he did in Challengers, and that is continuing.
I need a BZ under 25 and a half. If that somehow doesn't hit, I'm uninstalling.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's the easiest under I've ever heard.
If they make a comeback now and it's
at Comer and Cross, we will transform your garage floor in just one day.
You see that? Look, he's shitting on him now because of me. I got fellow map 3 under. No, I should have just taken map 1, I guess, but I got a map 3.
This is not the last match. No, this is about the second to last match. So.
I don't know. It was Simp was in here. He was mad at me. He'll probably come back after their match. He'll probably come back in here.
Simp's watching the stream. Y'all think Joe DeCease gets under 30 map boy? Sell map.
Yep, fully focused, fully dialed, fully locked in. Atlanta.
He's sitting there listening. He's mad.
Yeah.
He's mad he can't respond yet because their match is on. You got to keep up the cosplay. He just listening. He rages right now. Hey, we know you're here, loser.
Concept loser is crazy.
And the slaying is on point. Finally, we're getting some progression out of Simp. 26 and 12. Like, the guy's doing whatever he wants. LAG are down by 100. Trying to show some fight, but it might be too late.
Hey man, hey, is this
this
is best friend? This is best map one I've seen out of Simp in like a while, bro.
Play style that we saw from Lunars. I don't know if it's just a level of like the teamates that you have with you compared to what he was playing with when he was on that Brooklyn squad that we found so much success. It just everything feels individual, Jay. Like it just you know did not come across too rude about it, but it just kind of looks like 4 guys that are overly calming in a range game. Like we're just not developing anything. We're not setting anything up. It's not been good. It's not been good.
You know the tough thing about it though, for like ever since this then
he says there's 4 dudes in the overcome rank game. It's crazy.
Like 6 of them being the top teams, like that we had early. So they really never had an opportunity to like work their way into it. They instantly had to show results to try to have a chance potentially at making it at champs. But when you're consistently losing to the best teams, your confidence isn't really going to be there. You start to potentially doubt yourself a little bit. And it's just a tough situation to be in, but again, they're still trying to show some fight, potentially going into the next season. They're still showing fight here by holding down this P2 from the front side.
Tough.
Finding 3 kills.
Just get the kill. Let him out. Please let him out.
Absolutely. And you're right. I mean, we'll talk about this when we get into between map 1 and map 2, but the opening for this LAG schedule, especially through major 3 calls, was very, very tough. But they continue to...
You hit your kids? That worked out well. We got a little. I was getting a little concerned because they were kind of coming back. It was getting a little concerning. But we're good.
They do get one of their most played maps, and you can see why. A very clean stuff there from start to finish.
And they're just smiling from cheek to cheek. They're like, all right, the game's just easy. I'm finding 2 kills from the front. They're consistently being split on their approach, on their break attempts. Like one guy going towards well, one guy going spiral, and 2 attacking from the front side. It's just Atlanta FaZe are picking them apart. You're dominating off the rotation. You're finding your kills, dominating the mid-map hallway pressure as well.
6.5. We get the over
and
under.
Just an easy hard point there from Atlanta FaZe. Now LAG looking for a bounce back in search and destroy where they have been like tested in their search and destroy. Like the rewind that we have coming up, both times they played it, they went to a round 11 once, they went to a round 10 once, but they just struggle on certain aspects of the teamwork game, which is like post plants are not the best, retakes are not the best, and versus Atlanta FaZe, who just hit you with so many mid-round adjustments. This is only going to get more difficult, like I said earlier.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And let's just go back here because this is going to be an Atlanta FaZe montage reel. Talking about the point you had made about LAG in Major 3, their qualifier schedule. I just want to say it out loud. Carolina, Vancouver, a hot Boston team, LA Thieves, Toronto.
Oh,
and
they
then
took
your
it away?
draw when you get to low round 1, Toronto.
What's the
so
map
it's just
two?
like, that sucks. But the issue is
So
when you
rewind.
get into this qualifying stage, like you drop them at 5 to Miami, that would have been a really solid
What do you
win
think
for you.
I actually,
Also,
man, I don't know about this red card.
Minnesota, it's just like,
FaZe picked that, no?
so
I don't think we're gonna get to the red card.
You'd have to beat, you know, to kind of show that this roster has something to offer, but losing to a Miami, losing to a Minnesota, not to say
Probably
Miami's
3-0.
playing really well right now, but losing to Minnesota.
We're probably not gonna get to the red card. Oh, Ultra's out. Let me see.
I think they don't play Vegas.
Skyline and Vault. Whoa, who's on defense? Hold on. Ultra's on defense. Fuck.
You have to be able to beat teams like Minnesota and Boston.
Yo, I'm gonna get him on the over.
I wish they weren't. Hey, Skyline, no. Hey, this is a Joe. This might be a Joe.
That was truly the difference maker in that series, but the Minnesota series.
Why did they not veto Skyline? They vetoed Hacienda? Why did they veto Hacienda?
This is tough, man. And you also played Rocker on the map.
Prize Picks already took it down.
On the team where they were just able to hit you with a couple audibles.
I'm sure Underdog probably took it down as well.
Even in the Miami series, you forced to a game 5, you got 6-0. It's just been like very tough for this LAG roster, man. And now you're obviously in front of Atlanta FaZe. You're down 0-1.
Underdog did not take it down, but I think they already
talk
yeah,
for a minute.
Take these guys down with teamwork.
Girl, I want to know your
He's
name.
gonna try to dictate to how this game is gonna be played.
Bro,
And
this
I think
game's
you
gonna
say the word
suck.
teamwork.
I don't know.
Why not go to a squad that has had 3 players playing with each other for the better part of the last decade, essentially at this point? So, that also is again, this is a mismatch on paper. If you're
A mismatch on paper, yeah, we know, bro.
You
You have to tell us.
But I'm sure all of you watching, or at least most of you watching, know what the
Joe and Kleenex are kind of low. Not low, but like not that high. They're at 60 and 61.
What this search and destroy looks like here for Atlanta, because there is a level of after dropping to Miami.
I would only be concerned that the Vault is quick, maybe, because Ultra will be on defense twice.
Control has been solid, but you can't just keep going 50-50 in hard
Let me
points
see
and
Rockers.
searches. Like, you need to
They
start
played a
taking over
Vault.
and winning in one of those 2 modes, and so far this stage, they have been perfect. 4-0 with a couple of very convincing wins, and most importantly, Jay,
They haven't even played Vault.
almost every single map in the pool, so they're really building out that map pool.
Yeah, it's just the map pool is basically perfect for Atlanta. Search and destroy, you don't ever have to worry about these guys.
They
They're
3-0'd
always
Miami on
figured
Vault.
it out,
They
and
might
even
be
if it's a
decent at
brand
Vault,
new map,
maybe.
They would develop some early strategies.
They
to
beat a
dominate
Cloud9
early
on-
So Atlanta have been baking on search and destroy basically.
They actually been playing a lot of Skyline. Winning
so
it.
far in this stage, your opening dual win percentage.
Actually, these are good maps for them, maybe. It might be alright.
Yeah, you give them the first blood.
Actually, okay, actually, hold
LAG,
on.
we got a lock.
Wait, are they really good at Skyline? Hold on, they won a bunch of Skylines.
I mean, 75% is ridiculous.
They're 6 and 11. That might be with the
mean,
old
that's all I'm
team,
saying.
though.
Here we
Maybe.
go, Freedom Chicken.
Grand season, yeah. See that, boy.
See what we
I'll
get.
pull it up. They're 3 and
Could be
3
LAG
recently.
on the defense, and
Actually
with
don't
3
mind that.
members looking over towards top drive-through street.
Alright,
You'd
so
think they would try to
let me
find
see
some sort
what I
of
got.
contact
What's
there.
my
It's actually
lineup?
Drazo who gets first
I'll tell you my
blood,
lineup.
and the less noise that's made into A or Atlanta,
I got
I'm feeling like we can just get a free plan here.
Kismet,
Yeah, I love how they
6.5.
set up early
Got
on
him on
that
the under.
first blood. It was Cellian putting out shots from mid street, forcing the reposition to set up Draza. at the first blood.
So he just needs to pull through and, you know,
Atlanta sort of agreed that they have to be working on this pinch, and Lunars is able to line up a double. You were expecting a BZ to find a trade there, but now LAG with the man up.
Well, surely Simp doesn't just walk behind this play and find this for free. No, not going to happen. Trying back to the A site. LAG, good team shots. Leave Cell to the 1v3. Spam shots are out. A little bit of a reset here for Cell with a pistol. Or pardon me, that was the knife, but no, not going to happen. LAG too quick to move around it. And yeah, after the first blood comes out, LAG actually just kind of overwhelmed by sheer force of numbers to the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, they work on the pinch, but if you're Atlanta FaZe, like, what were we waiting for to get the objective down? Like, we had all of mid-street. We knew that they weren't going to approach from glass. They had to be working on that flank. But it's just waiting too long and then committing on those gunfights and not winning them allowed LAG an opportunity back into that round. Easy not getting that trade allows the numbers to go in their favor. And then Sim tries to make up for it, but does get caught. LAG able to clutch up on the defense and a man down.
Opening car bomb blows up onto Johnny. That's tough scenes. So another early first blood for Atlanta. And they've also gotten Simp deep in towards this A top shelves position. And I just don't know what you do here for your LAG besides trying to play through gens over to B. I just don't, you don't have any information on what's in middle A.
Yeah, you're just going to waste a lot of time if you go over towards A, checking every single corner. So now the stun check is going to connect the fellow. He's also able to spot him, and Lunars finds a kill. Kismet also finds a second. It's a 2v2, but LAG makes something out of nothing.
I'll say twice in a row they've been able to do that. Kismet crosses, dealt with by Cell. Now it's just down to Fellow for the 1v2, and he's been tagged.
It's not actually Simp. It's some weird kid pretending that he's Simp. I don't know.
30 seconds to play with. Taking an extremely long route to try to gain some information.
He's still here. I promise you, he'll show up when this phase match is done. He's actually cosplaying as Simp.
Down over towards A, or to just roaming around as an army of two, just timing on both sides.
Yeah. And now time to run out. Have to try to double up, and no, Fellow catches the first. Did not expect the second though. And Atlanta will convert the round, but you're right. That's 2 rounds in a row after a first blood where LAG have created something out of nothing. So giving themselves lifelines in these rounds early.
Lifelines in these rounds early, or the complete opposite of a lifeline, because they're going down in the first 10 seconds for that first blood. They are just making these man down advantages somehow happen while they're working on these pinches. But that time Atlanta were able to stabilize, walk away with the man up, play the clock beautifully to tie the game. Celium on 3 in a row. The nade over the top, not going to connect on anyone. And this time it's Fellow to strike for the first kill.
Yep. And that's over all the way through street. So if you're Atlanta, you're feeling a little bit of pressure here. Johnny in the corner, able to get 1 trade. Hasn't turned that into a second though. BZ right there for it. So 2v2. And Draza's seen Fellow jump up over towards backside dumpsters. The problem is Lunars goes unnoticed at the front doors at A. And Draza's just going to try to reset this now, knowing that both players are on the bottom side of the minimap.
Yeah, the guy at RV definitely spotted him, so knows that Draza was somewhat nearby, but decided to hit the reset on the round. LG, I assume, have the info that the bomb is down with the way that they are playing this, but Lunars with the shoulders gets the info. Both arrows turn. Now they're ready for the gunfight.
Draza going to reset how he tries to work this out. Good info there. Gonna find Fellow for free. Bomb should be collected. Draza's gonna look to see if Lunars is gonna channel him out first and foremost. Here's the cross on the corner. Oh, Lunars gets caught looking the wrong direction. He was just walking that back door, turns as soon as Draza enters, and the 1v2 comes through.
Damn.
Just able to isolate both
so
of those
tough,
gunfights
man.
and catch them off guard in both of those gunfights. That's insane out of Draza. Play it the way that he did and catch timing on both players. Now let's just laugh about it a little bit, because those don't get any easier. If you are LAG, force him to plant the bomb. We don't have to be looking around for anything. Just play an army of 2 setup. I got your back, you got mine. But once he's able to split their approach on the map, it's an easy round there for Draza. Secure that 1v2 on Mother's Day.
Kismet Bomb carrier looking to maybe get aggressive into A. Problem is, he doesn't have a ton of opening support outside of Johnny, who's actually just committed to getting into the site. A little bit of damage. Kismet trying to follow up on that. Stun will come through to make sure the defense cannot challenge his back window's position.
Wait, they 3-0'd him, right?
He's got a really good look at Draza, just cannot quite land the final shot needed to find the kill. Counter nades are in for the defense. Atlanta looking to test.
They're not going to get super aggressive on
They kind of shit on him.
Bomb is going to get planted, but they time it perfectly. They slide on it.
I don't have anything for the next match yet. They took the lines down. I'm waiting for them to put them back up. I think they're about to raise them all. We might be kind of cooked.
Now it's Kismet left in a 1v2. Has 40 seconds to work with. Is going to pick up the AR to make it a little bit easier.
Well, he's going to have a lot of time to play around A at the moment. Just comes down to will he commit for the plan? He does. Okay, so this gives him an opportunity here.
V2.
To kind of put the 1v2 on his terms. Resets back through Jens. Oh, the timing on this could be incredible.
Wait. Nah, Cell's watching it.
But he loses the first gunfight. Celium just happened to be watching that back angle. Draza instantly hop for the defuse as well. Again, putting the pressure onto Kismet, who nearly was able to provide, but doesn't quite win that first gunfight, and Atlanta secure the round.
Just a beautiful read there out of Celium, because they were in a position to watch sort of the exit. They know that he didn't push out towards DVD. He's not in front of us at glass, so he had to have wrapped back. But the angle that he planted it at, potentially going to work his way back through Jens. Celium, one of the more difficult gunfights, probably the most difficult gunfight that we have in the CDL, and just never getting caught off.
Bro, you know FaZe was plus like 125 to 3-0 this? I don't know why.
See, things could start to move around a little bit here because outside of the first blood success that Atlanta have had, LAG have obviously been able to cook up some good mid-round adjustments. Tons of nades, stuns, all going toward that back courtyard and truck position. Some of them landing. Late trophy in for Atlanta, trying to stay alive on this B hit, but too many nades from LAG's defense. Deletes that trophy system. Now a little peek over the top from Kismet for 2. Draza trying to reset the fight, but
yeah, I took FaZe 3-0, Surge, and Ultra -1.5.
That's a big shout out to Kismet, man. Knowing that they're right.
And that shit was plus 500.
Everyone is weak. Let's hope to God that someone's not watching over him. And he times the jump over perfectly to secure the opening first blood and the second. Basically shuts down around with that big time play. Allows LAG now some time to breathe. Down 3-2 in a search and destroy.
Love it. It's countering aggression with aggression. That's one of those rounds that, even though it kind of just feels like whoever's nades hits wins, it's a level of LAG just not giving up too much in terms of how this map is starting to build from like a trends and pattern situation. Because like if Atlanta just break you down right there and they get those nades to courtyard and they get those wins, it just cripples your ability to feel like your defense is going to do anything if you're LAG. But holding strong, down to within 1, opening nades coming through for Atlanta defensively, putting some pressure on Jens, and look at the route from Draza already behind the play.
And this round might already be over. Draza getting through the way that he did. He gains info. There's a lot of pressure over towards the B street. Gives the comms to his teammates. I have 1 week, but he's instantly going to get traded now. Sim potentially going to get isolated. He's going to back on up, but Kismet has the head glitch. And again, LAG makes something out of nothing. They're in a 3v2.
All BZ. Wow, bad timing. Doesn't look to his right. Johnny for the first kill, and then the follow-up is also there. And you're absolutely right. It's just another one of those things that LAG have no business from that position with the flank from Draza finding success. You would think to be able to succeed and find even legs to stand down in that round, but Kismet gets the trade, and most importantly, does not allow Simp to continue to push through. So maybe a bit of over-aggression from Atlanta on that crunch, but regardless of that, nice salvaging of the round from LAG.
Yeah, it's just insane, like, because when Draza gets all the way pushed through Burger,
LAG, no, they cannot qualify. They got like 30 points or something, bro.
It's like if you're Atlanta,
how many points they got?
We change our defensive look?
They might have less than like 50 points.
To find all those kills over
hell no, they've been out.
Celium and Abizi was still roaming around mid-street. They were just not in a position to trap them there, and LAG with the numbers able to prevail in that gunfight. But now already into the next round, Draza said, another first blood. Let me just add it to the tally, man. Advantage Atlanta early on.
Yeah, they're still on old for now. I don't know when they're gonna change it, but
it hasn't really mattered.
They're not changing it because the codcaster is broken.
Over eager, a little too over aggressive, but maybe not. Lunars and Fellow shut down the attempt into A. So from a 3v4 to a 3v2 the other direction.
In fucking FaZe not throw this SMD away, man.
On this play through courtyard, but there's none to be had because LAG are just going to try to reclaim the backside of the map. and just flooded from the back of A, but Cell has gotten a read on this and is going to try to slip away, giving maybe an opportunity for BZ to help, but no, not with the sub. He doesn't want that fight.
They got info on 2 players, and now LAG know where the player is going to be at. So if you're Johnny, start to work on this mid-street pinch. And his teammate in Lunar is going to run around as an army of 2, but bomb gets planted at B. LAG with the man up. Try to put their reaction.
Opening shots, decent from a BZ, but can't get away from Lunars, who's fresh. Just on to Cell. Deals with Johnny, who was the one that was low. Now looking for Lunars. You have also a little bit of time here because Fellow is not in the play. I don't know if Cell actually saw him with that little jump peek. Checks again. No, not on for the defuse. Kind of odd. I thought for sure he was just going to jump over, take the kill, but not the B. And how about this? LAG. 4 in a row for Lunars are going to take the lead here.
This is insane, man. Like how they keep on doing this.
What is FaZe doing?
And then we're most likely going to walk away with this round. It's insane ice on like when they're timing these executes on their plays to retake some space with the numbers that they have. And when you time it perfectly through the glass windows, both ARs have both corners. They both win their one-on-one gunfights to give you the man up, and then you back out. Just well executed there from LAG. Now with 3 rounds in a row to take the advantage here in the S&D.
Oof. Okay. Been a really strange search and destroy. But BZ 1 in 5. That gives you some indication how things have largely gone for him. Okay.
There we go.
I'm just gonna stop saying things. Caster coming through like crazy as Kismet still out-trades the action, leaving the Tiny Terrors as the last ones left. And split right now is LAG. Nice
what the actual fuck?
Trying to get the regen as best as he can. Help is on the way, and Kismet finishes off the round. What a little snap from
How the hell did they? I don't know. He killed him right there, bro.
I'm so
what the actual fuck?
What a finessing play right there out of Lunars. The first gunfight win, once that player comes to the side door, is all reaction, absolutely turnt. And that one-on-one, but then just finesses the pillar.
Bro,
a little bit of sauce. I'm gonna peek left, so we'll show the right.
4 rounds
wait for
in a
my
row.
teammate to get closer into the play before I commit on the chow, and just dancing.
Morons,
allows the LAG now, and so many clutching rounds to be at game point.
This is unreal. RCXD out early. Abizi, the rest of Atlanta just diving on in towards Gens. And it looks like they're just going to wait here, see if they can catch LAG getting too aggressive. And that's exactly the case. They find first blood, but does that matter?
So far throughout this game, it does not play any factor to how these rounds are going to turn out. After Atlanta, basically the same thing you did in round number 1. We're going to take our time on our air approach. This time, Johnny walks right into the premium of BZ. Salium locates Lunars, and now Fellow left in a 1v4. Spotted already in mid-court. Simp knows I have him weak. Let me just commit on the one-on-one in Atlanta. Finally, off of a first blood, able to walk away with the W there.
Yeah, for real. It's the first 2, though, this time, I think is the most important part, because they've had a lot of first bloods, and then there's been trades that have happened maybe 10, 15 seconds later that get us to those 3v3 situations. So, again, it just feels like Atlanta not playing with their numbers fully correct, but this time, no such mistakes. And again, it's like, even though like LAG are up, like it's hard to point to like what has been successful for them outside of the fact that they're getting away with these little double stack, triple stack moments in 3v4s, and they're outgunning Atlanta a little bit unexpectedly. I think just in terms of where the gunfights have happened and how many players are a part of them.
Now they're going to slow down their approach. RC car getting invested on someone's angle. It's going to be in the hands of Lunars. Atlanta took a lot of space in through DVD. Is he going to be able to spot Simp? Yes, he does. And should potentially try to isolate onto this gunfight.
Well, the RC gets exploded and Simp will reposition.
Are they going to check this?
They're not going to expect this unless they slide out and double.
Oh, he shot. Oh, it don't matter.
Nope, they don't expect that reposition.
Get Simp, man.
Simp just too slippery.
I5.
Fellow try to take a couple of pot shots to see if they can find a trade, but not going to happen. Easy. We'll see both members. First one's free.
There we
Second
go.
one may as well be as well. So, okay.
Now if these morons can clutch up.
All of a sudden, a couple of rounds come through. We got ourselves around 11 affair, Jay.
Dude, I don't know what happens. It's like every time Atlanta FaZe find themselves down 5-2, 5-3, It's like the other team just starts playing so shook. Yeah. Like they just start playing so scared. You give up all the map control in favor of Atlanta. They take Burger, they take some space at B Street, and they have all of DVD control. You gain the info with the RC car, but you're able to do absolutely nothing with it. And then by the time you try to work your way into the site, Simp gets lost when you already knew where he was. And now all of a sudden we're in round 11.
Yep. It's like they just turn up and play it every game.
Let's see.
LAG gonna try to get Johnny into the drive-through. But what do you want to do at this position? Draza is gonna slip back over towards the backside.
Watch how LAG just somehow just
defensive nade. I don't know if that actually hits onto Kismet.
Somehow
No, he's behind the wall here. It's kind of hard to tell on the minimap if he was inside or out, but he'll stay safe. Stun check not gonna land. Shots around the backside of the shelves. And here comes the play forward, and Draza, yeah, as I say, he's seen Johnny, and another first blood comes through, and LAG will be trapped on site. They don't expect the Feezy to be sitting in the close corner. That's another one to fall, and now it has to be a 2v4 in total for LAG.
And now here Atlanta FaZe, all right, it's getting a little bit scary these last couple of rounds where we had man-up advantage. Already Draza at 21 HP. Just gonna play his life, but this time Celium has him covered. Fellow left in a 1v3. And with 30 seconds left, bomb down across the map. Makes it a 1v2.
Yeah, doable, but in trouble.
They're literally standing on bomb.
But off the regen, back to full health. Has a chance to possibly isolate. Doesn't get the first look at Draza cleanly. Simp goes unnoticed, unknown to that point as well. Fellow, chance at it, but no, not gonna happen.
Well, you needed one from Simp. He just got it.
To get this thing back in a round 11 win, 2-0 up, and there really is some sort of a level, Jay, of like Atlanta just like, oh, we might lose this map. All right, let's start trying now. Like it almost feels like that to a certain level.
It's crazy because they do it now multiple times in the last like 30 days. Like it's insane when they go down 5-2 in Search and Destroy, 5-3 in Search and Destroy. It's just like, okay, guys.
Bro, literally they were up like what 3-1, and they kind of just like, all right, whatever, and they went down 5-3. They're like, oh, okay, time to win.
On this map, we just got to play our numbers a little bit better, and thankfully in that round 11. Droz is able to spot Johnny on the cross, plays it super patient on his approach, but then is able to catch Johnny mid-sprint. And then once that first kick goes down over towards Burger, LAG know we have to commit. We have to try.
They don't play today. They play next week.
Gets aggressive, but doesn't check the corner.
They play first game next week. I'm pretty sure I just saw that.
They don't throw this one away quickly up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, they play first match next
but Atlanta able to do what
Friday.
Would have expected 2-0 up
versus LAG, so they're gonna piss on them.
What Maven was thinking there, Jay.
Yeah.
Wait, I do think they play Ultra though.
A bunch from this LAG team. It's like the story of their year. Either they like go down massively in a hard point, they bring it back so it's a little bit close, and I'm frustrated because I wish you turned it on a little bit earlier, or you have a big lead in Search and Destroy and you let it slip away. Regardless of roster, I think I've seen that so many times this year.
We got around.
Oh yeah, next Sunday they play Ultra.
What Atlanta fans wanted. It started though with a 97 point.
That's actually a cool match. Just because of Mert.
This team's not going to win championships because the hard point's not that good. It wasn't a real test, but let's take a look at why.
Wait, you know why he's back? Because they take a break between map 2 and 3, so he came back. This guy's actually like extremely autistic, man. He gonna disappear again because of map 3.
Giving up too much scrap, not making the game easier for themselves. So this is what they did way better throughout this map. It's clearly been an emphasis for them in practice, and we're gonna talk about it here, right? So we're rotating over towards fences. You can see there's 18 seconds left on this hill. So Atlanta FaZe, this is where they.
Hey Simp, I need you to kill Fellow, all right? I need Fellow under 19. So make sure Fellow don't be getting no kills, man.
And then those two players are gonna wrap back here. Now, as we're setting up these rotations, right? We want to make it easier on our players. Because these guys, they got a little bit of a trek to get into position, to get to burn, to get positioned up top plat. So this player right here, he's going to pinch, I believe it's a BZ, and just find a couple of kills and stagger the opposition. Now, what happens when you do a play like that in rotation is it gives you an advantage for the first 30 seconds of hill, and then you can start to cycle them, right? So Atlanta FaZe, let's apply pressure at ult. We know they get a very deep spawn. All right, 6 seconds left. Now I'm a BZ. This is when I'm going to take my chances here. This is when I'm going to apply even more pressure and give us an easier rotation. I'm going to find a kill here. It's a two-piece because the team kill comes in, and now look at what that allows for Atlanta FaZe. We're inside this time early. We're all going to be around plat, and now even if they have a good push and get inside the hill for a second, this player can re-pinch them, re-flip those spawns, pick up a chunk of time, and then rotate to the next, right? So this is like This is what we call momentum. When you start to roll down the hills and snowball hill.
Oh yeah, I need a thumbnail. I didn't even look for thumbnails. Hold on.
Right here, number 7. That's him hitting them with the pinch.
Did we get any decent thumbnails in the Surge one? Let me see.
Roy has been on point for them. In this matchup, though, it's been really tough. Nasty and Neptune have completely
since the Major 3 and behind the play.
Now Boston gains info that they
doesn't happen there for Snoopy, but Awakening has the train. 4v7, but the only player who can really touch right now is Cammy. And as he drops, Burgess trade may not be enough, and it doesn't look like it. Vancouver defensively come through in round 4 after what will look to be both teams really hitting each other hard on the attacks. But that break off for Vancouver's where it all obviously starts, as it often does.
What about Boston? Anyone sad? Hold on, let me see. Anyone sad?
But that break off for Vancouver's where it all obviously starts, as it often does. But
maybe Snoop.
It's
not the best.
Just the simple fact that like Boston just kind of gets split spawned a number of different times and just cannot get back together. And you can see Cammy's reaction. He's stunned at that 3-0.
Maybe Cammy. Hold on. Nothing crazy though.
As it often does, but it's just the simple fact that like Boston just kind of gets split spawned a number of different times.
Yeah, none of these are too. It's just like whatever. No, but I don't think FaZe is gonna react to beating LAG.
Hydra, I think
I can maybe get someone at LAG being sad or something.
I think his turnaround in stage 2 and stage 3 in Search and Destroy is a big reason why Thieves went from like a kind of mediocre search team to a good search team.
Well, he actually spawned in Search.
Yes. So that's probably you could make an argument for several players. That's where I went.
Yeah, you went with Scrap instead of Sid.
Yeah, I think Scrap has had an unbelievable year. I mean, he's our MVP of a recent tournament. He leads the way in almost every category for the LA Thieves, even in Search and Destroy on the season. And even when Hydra had the kick up in the last 2 stages in Search, like Scrap has still been ridiculous. Like highest average damage per round in the respawn and hardpoint. Like he's always at the unreal, man. Those are my personal 2 front runners are Scrap.
Now, I wanted to bring up the question. Of course, you can choose from teams who win championships. They hold the trophy at the end. But what about guys like Neptune, who take a team that wasn't ever on a championship Sunday caliber roster, all of a sudden to back-to-back grand finals?
It's weird because I think you could argue he's had the biggest impact because he comes in and changes.
So wouldn't that make him the most valuable?
They just don't win. I think you just have to win one of those.
Well,
like, they're not winning them. They have 4-4 in finals. Like it's just hard. I hear you.
I feel like Mercury's filled in for Bean, so he's not most valuable on Toronto. Like who else can do what Neptune has done?
Well, so they have this argument in every sport.
No, you do.
This is the argument in every sport.
Usually it's a combination of impact and winning. You need to win.
Chat, and we just want to start the impression farming. So get in there right now. Let us know, who do you think is the MVP? Do any of the guys like Joe Deceives, Neptune deserve a shout?
Well, I was gonna say real quick to back to your thing. I think it's funny.
Why is this such a long fucking break, man? Hurry up, man. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, and to me, I see the way you view it.
What is this MVP? We don't give a fuck.
Game 7, round 11, just like as a competitor, to me, that's like a wash.
I hear you, but it's just still a win.
Picking one from a star-studded lineup is never easy. A Game 3 is looking in the cards, though, for an easy Atlanta FaZe win. On the mic, we got Shift and Study.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for LAG. It hasn't for a minute now in this series. It doesn't look like it's going to be that way maybe in this map either. It's hostile under control. We kind of know what this is going to be for Atlanta. It's going to be a lot of running, a lot of gunning, a lot of SMGs going to be playing forward on this one. So LAG, they need to be able to meet that aggression, man. And again, you look at players like Johnny and Kismet, you know what you're going to get there. But I still keep an eye on Lunars, man. It's like he's just not playing the same way that he does in Challengers, which was a lot of flexibility at the beginning of this year.
Thing is,
all right, there we go.
It's like playing at Challengers compared to playing against the pros. It's 2 different levels, man.
That's
like,
fair.
It's just a whole different amount of teamwork that you have to prepare yourself for.
We are going to be hating on Fellow.
There are a couple teams who scammed the hell out of some series and choked their team some series off of that scamming situation, but just like versus Atlanta.
What number is Fellow on the map? Number 3.
Tougher and tougher, but now
all right.
too. LAG, at least on this map, can bank on their defenses. Their offense is where they need to show improvements, but defenses is where they're just able to outslay you to shreds. So Atlanta got to be prepared for it.
Yeah, indeed the case. So we'll see. A little patience here for Atlanta, though, up to get go. Oh,
what the hell?
Okay. Did not expect the Kismet was just going to be looking at the top window from that position. 3 are going to fall. Kill number 4 looking likely. Fellow stuck in the corner, but still wins the pistol battle over Cell. First tick, though, done at B. Second on the way.
Now you have the numbers if you are LHE to retake your way over towards this B point. That second segment is still getting worked on. You're trying to find the opening kill, but you stall out so much time for BZ now to be impactful on the pinch. Gets ones and gets on out, but at least LHE stopped that second segment. Getting complete.
Really important for that.
Fellows fucking pissing on people randomly. That's cool.
A, gonna touch the zone here. Shots from Cell with the.
Why is Fellow pissing on everyone?
LAG defenders top office, but I don't think LAG were expecting that this was going to be some sort of a hold on to A. They nearly get the first tick of progress done. Do phase. Follow-up shots from a BZ, not quite able to finish off on to Kismet, but kills are still here, and Atlanta can get back over to the A zone again.
Oh, and that's 3 days.
And we hop the point.
Where's the last guy we're looking for, which is Mr. Johnny, who's working on this pinch. At least over towards office. Second segment is already
you, A-Cap. Appreciate you.
Give this one up for
now
free,
let's go get B.
The opportunity to have that decision because Atlanta find 2 kills, extended time. Now they have 4 segments and a lot of map control to go with it. LAG and ice up.
There we go. Good shit, A.
All right. See if we can try to get something going here. Onto the B point. Pinch on the way from Cell, but shut down.
Fellow has pissed on Cell like 4 times. I don't know what's going on. Why does he keep pissing on Cell, man?
Atlanta are looking good for their second tick of progress. At least for now. Simp gets the first. Off the reload. Stunned. Damaged. Contest. Ooh, just gets there in time, but Simp values his life. And Atlanta are now working on a pinch again from Draza through mid.
And again, LAG are just stuck in this tight setup.
And he's pissing on Simp, man. What the fuck is going on, man?
Get on out of this setup.
Why is this bum pissing on everybody, man? What the fuck, man?
He's also gonna fall, so LAG every single time just keep on fighting on their way on out.
Yeah, 2 life
like
advantage for
what,
Atlanta, but getting
man?
close to being under 60 seconds to fight in this offense. But LAG just cannot get forward on the map. So again, it's just continuing to try to win out a couple of 1v1s on these lanes, these choke points. See if you can get a bit of a late spawn trap into play, but you don't want to miss out on what routes Atlanta are taking, because otherwise they can just get right back out of the zone like this. Sell for 1, make it 2, cleans up the backside play. Everything from LAG defensively has to happen from the front. Johnny up top might be the only one who can really try to do any damage as the trophy system is down, and Atlanta will get the second tick of progress.
Yeah, second segment.
That should be a cap.
Lives remaining for LAG, and 2 players already falling. So it's on Kismet, the Bulldog, to try to make up for it.
All right.
They're both going to fall, and Atlanta secure their first offense, get it done all through the segments. And I think the one hiccup on the round was just the way that Atlanta were able to commit on that A point. If you're LAG, you're thinking, all right, we shut down their B play, we go cut off rock.
Yeah.
They can touch A, but they're most likely going to try to take towards office. But no, they committed on that A push, found kills in sync, and were able to extend that time on.
There should be a 3-0.
Difficult one to do.
That's the only reason I took it. I would be pretty surprised if it's not a 3-0.
Secure every single segment and the first
we'll
round.
see.
Yeah, it just kind of felt like LAG were like, oh, like they're playing.
That was a defense too, though, so he shouldn't get that many kills on an offense.
But no, not the case. They get a little bit caught. Good start again for Cell. 4 in a row to finish off that round. 8 and 4 in the half. And now it's LAG's turn onto their attack, looking to just gut check hit right over towards B again. Kismet does get naded, so has to wait for a little while longer. Trophy system in front of this defensive Atlanta, try to keep them safe, but Draza still pushed off this back position at Wine. Good follow-up to Kismet. Will have LAG looking pretty feisty over the B zone.
They're forced to get off the point because Abizi finds a kill on the bench. So now they're just trying to take some space over towards Plat. Abizi's still trying to contest from out of fence, but he's just trying to stall time. At least if you're LAG, you secured that first segment. Now you're trying to play the hunt game to locate where Abizi is. Went. Kismet is able to locate him. Second segment is locked, and LAG might be able to extend time early on.
Yeah, looking good for it. Third tick looking likely. Kismet underneath the banister will find the kill onto Simp.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, 2:04 on the clock. This is a lot of time. Plus they have a 4 life lead. Kismet looking to make that a little bit more. In Atlanta.
Hey, are these guys pissed at control now? Because they lost to control last time too.
Just back it on up and start stacking
the fucking.
You know, that's 3 for 1 in the battle.
Who did they lose to?
Stack,
I forgot.
Triple stack. Already here on A, but second segment should be guaranteed lock. But Simp is able to sleep his way on through top close. Finds a kill and almost gets out with his life, but when Slunas locates him, you still have the map control that you want. Hop instantly right back to that point.
Kismet trying to get that second tick over the finish line, but
I actually might be better if they just cap it.
Onto Johnny over towards open hall.
and end the round.
So that second tick is
It
not
actually would probably
done.
be better.
Luner's thinking about it.
Rather than
I'm sure he's
extend it
sitting there
out.
like, if I can just get one kill and get on the point, we're good. But no, now there's depletion as Simple jump on the fountain. Cellium clears out the top windows for one. But the trades, the kills, the lives looking good for LAG. And now you can get back on again.
3 for 1. Last man standing is going to be Cellium. You take care of him. Now everyone off the respawn. The stack is going to be good enough.
That's actually probably better, I think.
Their way through bottom well. And LAG respond with a very good attacking round.
Bro,
usually don't have a lot of success
FaZe
on that
lost
side of the
to,
map, but when your SMGs are slaying to bits, catching their timings and their one-on-ones, makes it a whole lot easier on your pro.
Oh yeah, C9 beat them on a control Hasi too, yeah.
Yeah, really nice.
Are they falling off in control? Like, what's going on?
Well coordinated. I like the idea that Fellow was playing through open hall because it's playing over towards the previously captured B zone. You kind of surround.
Bro, 10 is fine, bro. He had 7 in the first round, so if he gets 3 on the other round, that's fine.
At this stage in the game, you just kind of have to have it. Haven't seen a lot of
He
it
just
in
had
the
a
first 2
crazy
rounds,
defense. He got like 3 kills that are absurd that he should not be getting.
Do some more damage on the offensive side with trophies now.
And Johnny's got to be a little bit frustrated. The jersey sleeves just don't want to sit on up, so you can show off the guns there. But at least the game is tied up at 1. He is on 3 in a row going into this next round. LAG finding a lot of success early.
Why are they getting slammed, man?
4 dead. You're already pushed out towards well. Someone's got to cut rock.
They're getting pissed on.
Felt the one responsible for it has both
I think their control is not as good as it was. I feel like
Crossfire setup now underway. First playthrough for Simp gets the.
They're getting slammed. Hello.
And Atlanta are now pretty much just stuck over towards bottom secret, but Kismet is tagged.
It's him.
Yeah.
Guess not. Speezy was able to find a kill through top left. I thought Kismet was going to give the comp, but at least you're able to take care of him very, very quickly. Still, not a single segment earned on the side of Atlanta FaZe, and they only have 30 seconds to work with. You're going to get overwhelmed at that B point if you are Simp. And now, so far, Atlanta pushes every single time have just been scattered.
Now here we go. Offense stuck. Need to win a couple of key gun fights. That one will allow the clock to be paused at A. Fellow not interested in challenging that yet, while Lunars will play up towards Spiral. So there's going to be a bit of a pinch, a little bit of a surround here, but with the clock ticking away, Atlanta kind of feel the pressure, and they're going to just full 4-man rotate back over to B. This is brilliant. You kind of stop that pinch play from finding any success. LAG are lost, and they're still trying to clear space while the second tick of progress is through. Third is going to be coming in. Contest is in for a moment. Lunar's off the pinch, but the extra 60 seconds is here, giving Atlanta a chance at this water rotation.
Why does Fellow have a sub out?
Like, what are we looking for?
He got a sub out running people down, man. What's going on in the world?
They have to be working the OE. You give up that B point for free, and now Atlanta, you give them a lifeline, and they might be able to take them out here. Already have 2 kills in their favor. Still trying to clear.
All right.
They're taking their sweet time on their approach.
Okay.
Find the trade on the Lunars, and even though they're down by 7
I'm
lives,
sure.
they still have an opportunity here.
Sure do.
What the fuck am I watching?
Down to what they do with this next try to break off attempt through well side. Kismet gets a read, but does get traded out 9v16.
This is absurd.
Draza clears out Johnny. Does he expect to follow up? He sure does. Draza able to get 2. Fellow also seen over towards Rock, so Abizi feels like he can make a play onto the point while Simp deals with Lunars.
Okay, hold on.
And how about it? Here
Simp's office. Hold on. Hold on.
The double stack is already in, so now you have to
hold on.
Oh no.
Yes. Yes. Hold on. That's around. Okay. FaZe is back, man. Fucking bum team, man. God damn. Alright, man. Just have a good defense, man. You pissed fucking team, man.
But that's a confident boost of around there for Atlanta.
How many does Fellow have? 15? 14?
All 4 members in and around
if FaZe can just have a nice dominant defense, man. Why do all the good teams suck at defense now? Even Thieves got pissed on their defenses. Like, what's going on defense? And this is old patch. This is not funny. Stop laughing. Quit joking around, man.
That's absolutely crazy.
That's the issue. They're all laughing.
Like, for that play to develop, it came down to a
you need to take this shit serious, man.
Draza had to get off the objective and catch a play off the respawn. And they both clutched up in those gunfights
Okay,
too.
I think Fellow has at most 15.
Now Atlanta
Maybe 14. I don't know.
3-0 here.
He just died. Good shit.
Start off with the initial kill on their defense. They read the pressure coming in.
He's getting team shot. Hello?
Team shooting each other in the back, and that's already 3 that kids
Yes. FaZe is back, man. Yes. Pull out your AR and camp. Yes. Yes, this is great. Camp with your AR, you slow old fuck, man.
Why are you over here about to nut on himself, bro? Yes. Yes.
He has 15, okay, so he can get 3 kills. Okay, he has 16 right now. I'm a Fellow counter. He has 16. Okay.
Trying to isolate onto the players off the respawn. Basically, leave Kismet as the last man standing. We'll allow our teammates.
Kids, you're making way too good of plays, man. I need you to chill out.
And now you're simply gonna get outnumbered. The trade comes in from Atlanta, 35 seconds and counting, and LAG are banking on this well.
Fellow's dead. No, we gotta kill fuck. Okay, 17 on Fellow. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're good. Oh, I need that kill. Kiz is making way too good of plays, man.
They will get on to B to stop the clock. Just comes
kill
down
Kiz,
to
man.
how much damage can Kismet create waiting for help to get here. Nade cooked.
Yes. 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 That's it. Kill number 1. Yes, that's it. GG's. Don't let them. Cell's watching it. Look at Cell. Kill him. Good shit, Cell. Oh my god. Oh, good shit, Draza. GG's. I think he got 17, bro. We're good. We're good, FaZe. Hold on, they took it serious. We're good. Thank God, man. Fuck.
Yeah, man, it's tough.
These motherfuckers don't be taking shit serious online, man.
You know, kind of going back to like when Lunars was picked up halfway through the year. You know, when he gets into that team, like it was obviously very clearly not working. You have to make a change again, all over again. But if you were to go back and for those
did he get?
fans that
Wait. You telling me he got 19? No way. He got a kill at the end. Where? Right here? When he was trying to cap A?
It might just have it completely.
Did he get a kill right here?
Nail and coffin as LAG has to dive into A.
Oh, he did get. Oh, he has 18. I think he has 18. 18. I think we're still good. I think he had 18. I think it's still okay.
Together for like EWC, you don't feel good about that either. So it's just like crazy scenes. I'm frozen, Jay. I'm frozen.
You're frozen, Alan, and basically same thing with LAG.
Oh wait, wrong one.
Those guys' gameplay is frozen. They cannot figure out a W. Most likely, this will not be the roster going into.
He got 18, right?
Go ahead, Des. Take it away.
Oh, he did. Good shit.
Right.
Oh my God.
We got Atlanta FaZe getting the job done with the 3-0.
I would have been mad. But I think 19. If it's 19 on a streak, I think they cancel your. Yeah, it's not gonna count. I think. We're good. Oh, I got a streak now.
Like Rocker to a game 5, not they're a great team, but like Miami to a game 5.
Wait, let me look at the next one. Hold on. I never even looked after they took it down.
Well, they beat, you know, Miami in 2 hard points, took a hard point off from Minnesota as well. So I think the hard point was very impressive. The control, I mean, Atlanta, you can see this.
Joe's at 60, Kleenex at 61.
Control team, like arguably the best in the world at it over Thieves, and you know, but going back to the hard point, I think that's my biggest takeaway is the transition period of Hills, how much better they were, and for them that has to be the emphasis going forward. But yeah, coming to this one, we kind of knew it was going to be.
But who would I take on Rocker?
We were thinking that'd probably be the case, and I mean maybe a little more. I don't want to say I'm impressed because this has been a go-to for FaZe with regards to Hacienda and the control, but like you did just lose that to Cloud9. I thought that was really a big win for Cloud9 at the time.
Wait,
so FaZe bounced back, same map, get a win here, which is
bounce back was impressive.
Yeah, you know, you go down and you bring it back, went down 3-5 or whatever it was.
Streak is just so that I don't have to do 2 at a time anymore.
Yeah,
I can do 1.
Your job done. Take your 10 points.
and that now secures winner's bracket for Atlanta going to this next major, which is big, and still battling for LA Thieves for that #1 seed. It's going to come down to a match at the majors.
Yeah, and I think FaZe is a team that like they don't care who they play. Like if you would talk to like Crowder, the players, they're probably like, we don't care who plays.
Nero map 3. Nero's like so crazy because Nero's either getting pissed on or he's like popping off.
here.
What I was talking to you about in the
Who's
video,
on
I think
defense
is
again?
important. I
Hold
think
on.
these types of matches versus the bottom teams are actually big for Atlanta because they can really rehearse and practice those like last 20 seconds.
Oh, Ultra's on defense. Oh yeah, we could definitely do
get comfortable
rocker
with, like, how they
map
wanna play it.
threes
And the guy about
unders
the interview, Abizi, made a huge
for
play there.
sure.
You know, I don't have a lot of money in my bank account after buying a house, but I would bet it all that Atlanta
Definitely
FaZe
could do
wins the
rocker
next
map
major.
threes.
You said they do not have a championship caliber hardpoint. Abizi, did you hear the blasphemy? These two said you guys are not in a situation where you could walk away with a trophy right
I
now.
said your hard point's not big enough. So Abizi, hey, Maven here. Hi, bud. Listen, you and I talk a lot. You know, a big fan of you guys, great players and all. Why do we have to do this every goddamn year when you just have your hard point? It's just shit. Why does it happen every year?
They won by 100 points.
I know you won this one, but what's going on? How are you working to improve it?
I mean, I just think we were overthinking a little bit. I think today we went into it with a fresh mindset, and I mean, I feel like we played pretty good hardpoint today.
You did. I loved it. And when you say the overthinking, I want to dive into that a little bit because it looked like you were letting loose on some of these rotations, like kind of making it chaotic for the other team. The repinch you had on fences, and then we see Sip do it right after. Has that been something you guys have talked about in practices? Like you two specifically need to be the guys to get a little bit more aggressive, put teams in blender, and take those risks.
Oh yeah, 100%. I feel like in this game, when you're in people's faces, I feel like it just makes the game so much harder for them. So yeah, it's definitely something we've been practicing.
Bro, Nero's at 24.5 on Prize Picks for map 3. What the
Are you looking
fuck?
forward to DreamHack?
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone's been talking about that event. I feel like it's gonna be a really fun event.
And final question. I did this yesterday with Envoy, and he nailed it for me. We have one match left. Who is going to be coming out on top of this next one? Crystal, help me out. We got Toronto, we got Minnesota.
I wonder why he was looking around. I'm done.
Toronto, Minnesota, who you got?
Toronto, Minnesota?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Toronto. 3-0.
Toronto. Game 4?
I think a 3-1 or 3-0.
3-1, 3-0. All right, the pros are leading.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I don't know why he's at 24.5.
No problem. Yeah.
But what do we put that with?
I shared my notes with Clint.
I don't know.
The sauce. We gotta go play the game.
Do we just do an insight? Yeah, I was thinking insight.
If you're looking straight at it.
I don't even know if I want to do one. What's his 1 through 3? 53.
Yeah, I mean, this is just.
What if we just do 3 for insight? Map 3 for insight.
Near the bomb, just waiting for
Just double map 3, just in case this skyline is a little bit. I could see the skyline maybe being
You
close.
can see Lunar shakes, get shot in the back. He got scared, literally physically in that gunfight. I love seeing that.
I would just do 21.5 on insight and then 24.5 on Nero.
It's another
And just leave it alone.
Atlanta FaZe. When we come back,
Just in case this skyline pops off.
we're going to a game 4 if you listen to Abizi.
Because Insight only pulls out the sub on offense, I think, and gets active. But they got 2 defenses, so. That was so much logic that I feel like it's not going to hit. That was way too logical, what I just broke down. That means it's not going to work. It makes too much sense.
Visit scuff.co/CDL.
That was such a great read that it's going to be the complete opposite. Oh well. Wordle.
Sports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Wait, hold on, let me mute. I think this is copyrighted. We got 2 minutes, almost 2.5 minutes. So, Priest. Okay, it's an American, no rings, no wins, kind of young. Played on New York. No ring. Played on New York. Sib. Wow, that was a very good guess, and it was not it though. 2 wins. Is it Mac? They played with Sib. Is it Mac? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That was kind of easy. Because once everything lined up with Sib, you know it's his teammate. And Pred has a ring. And accuracy's old. It kind of just narrowed it down, honestly. Hold on, man. Let me investigate these underdog lines if I want to put something on my streak. Hold on. I just built my streak. I might lose it immediately, but I'm about to see. Oh, they haven't even confirmed my streak yet. What the fuck? Hurry up, man. Oh, yeah, they did. Hold on. I just made it. We're about to lose it right away. Fuck it. Hold on. Let me look. What about a Beans? Nah. I feel like, remember last time I took Beans, he dropped like 40 on a vault. That guy has never moved like that. And I took his under, he dropped 40.
It's more than a feeling. It's unwavering passion. It's more than just talent. It's the grind that got me here.
I might have to just go back. I need to get it back from that guy, honestly. He kind of cucked me. I'm about to do it again. It don't feel right that he cucked me. I'm gonna do it again, man. Fuck that guy. Beans under 55.5. I'll put it in the street, man. It don't feel right that he did that to me. I need to get back on that.
Next time you boot up,
all right, man.
suit up at the in-game shop.
You could do Joe over if you want. We did what did we did Insight and Nero map 3 only unders. Insight was 21.5 and Nero's 24.5, which is insane. I don't know why he's 24.5. I don't know what's going on with that, but I wish I could just pick that alone, just Nero under 24.5. That's what I want. That would be like a great bet if I could just take that by itself, but fucking piece of shit, man. Did Rocker? Oh, did they get a new intro? I don't think I've ever seen their intro. I think they just made one with Kenny in it. The only place you can do it is Bet365. They have the props, the player props. No other place has them. And that shit is not legal here.
This year, it's Toronto Ultra's turn to host champs. It'll be in Kitchener, Ontario. Before we get to that, we have DreamHack Dallas, and that is just 2 weeks away. The final match of our qualifier week 2. Maven, Nameless, we got a decent one. You said it was going past
everything banned in New York. It's all legal in Jersey though, so I don't know how close to Jersey you might be, but Jersey got like everything.
What these teams like to play is fireworks.
I know people that like drive to Jersey just to like bet. So you just gotta be like within the state lines or whatever.
Like the maps that Minnesota like to play, they've lost to Toronto, right? So Toronto in a really good spot right now.
Yeah, I see like they made your bed, now lie in it, and like you could talk about the Mercury stuff all you want, but the way I view it is like, listen, if it wasn't for the visa issues, they probably think they're making it to a grand final, maybe a chance to win the tournament. They were the hottest teams going in, and I think you can make the same argument right now. They are in the best form they've been all year. This is one of the teams that's going to be a favorite going into the next major.
Jersey don't have the props, damn.
You look forward, not backwards.
Yeah, they were already coming off a great
I know people that literally like just drive over there and sit in the parking lot and place their bet and then like leave.
Beans in the lineup. We get to land and Mercules comes in and yes, dude, he rose to the occasion. Their hard point was unreal and they're able to make like that similar losers bracket run that they had with Beans. But the search did fall off a little bit. And I think that is in part due to one, not having a full roster, but also not having Beans, who makes a lot.
Where the hell is Joe?
In search and destroy. So for them, I think that's what they need to get.
We got a match, man.
Is getting back to like stage 1 search that they had. Then they can win a championship.
I'd say the greatest asset of Toronto, they don't lose to teams that are worse than them. If you look at the standings, they seem to always take the edge over the teams that are higher than on the leaderboard. And Minnesota Rocker is a good 6 spots below them. Minnesota still knocking on the door of champs. It's desperation time, but 40 points out, it is looking gloomier and gloomier every day. You went to a game 5 against LAG, you barely pulled it off.
No, it wasn't the prettiest, but I think Ant made a really good point when he's talking about Toronto, sort of like the one silver lining, I think, for Minnesota. there are a lot of similar strengths when it comes to maps. So you're going to get like 2 of your top 3 hard points. You're going to get a control that you will really like to play. That's about the only thing I take from this. Like, you are not the favorite of the series at all, but you get good maps. I mean, that's the biggest thing to me.
Yeah, no, that's definitely like, if you're picking Minnesota this series, that's what you're looking at, is the maps and mode combination that they're going to square up on. But then also, like, the last time that these guys played, Insight fried them, right? So you're going to need bigger, you're going to need bigger performance from Kenny. He was the guy who did get shut down in this series versus Toronto, really the ARs in general. So I think
what's up with the game? Hold on.
Sensational in Hardpoint. The last 60 days been playing.
I forgot there, dude. I hate that they're playing so fucking early, bro.
Minnesota have a great chance to take the Hardpoint.
Let's take a look at our maps and modes for this.
Oh, it's tied up now.
Rewind, is that a good thing for Minnesota?
Yeah. Yes. No,
Shea playing a little bit better today.
It doesn't get much better for Minnesota. The problem
Damn.
is also very good for Toronto.
What's good with Jokic? Yo, he played like insane in game 1, and he's just been dog shit.
They're like the mistaken kings.
The difference here, though, is the rewind.
We might be able to catch the 4th quarter of this. If this is a nice 3-0 by Ultra, hopefully catch this 4th quarter.
And then the rewind hardpoint. I mean, Estrio and Nero were unbelievable in the rep that we saw there. So I think this map set does work.
I want to sell winnable series. It is, I guess, technically.
But pick up Toronto 3-0. Bam, go.
I'm gonna go Game 5, Toronto Ultra.
Yeah, I'm going Toronto too. I told you after Minnesota lost to Vegas, they were dead to me.
Miles and Chance. Let's get this party started.
There's the sweater. I've missed it. So sexy.
Yeah, he's got the purple sweater. The sweater, baby.
He's trying to leave. He's trying to escape that situation. I think we all were. Well done, Ashworth. You got catcalled at work. HR calling him? It's up to you.
I don't know if we have that department anymore. I don't know. Maybe the exact same on and off camera. Always a fun time hanging out with him. Not a fun time having to play against Toronto Ultra on Skyline. We watched Minnesota Rocker play this map against LAG, and they lost to him. If you're losing to LAG on this map, now you're going against arguably the best Skyline team in the game. I just feel like for Minnesota, it's a very dangerous situation.
Wait, I didn't even realize state matters for the props. What the hell? Wait, I think someone else was saying that earlier. Yeah, someone else was talking about that. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's like an esports thing, I think.
Specific pick, and let's find out how it goes.
All right, I need Beans to get shit on.
Welcome to the final series of this glorious Mother's Day, the 11th of this month. Let's get it.
Come on, Beans.
The records don't do it any justice.
Welcome to the big news report. Our top story. Money is very good. I have some money, but would like to have
purple, Rocker in the white.
And well, Rocker having fantastic nades off the rip as well. You saw that actually a great third-person view or free cam view. Shout out Josh. But yeah, caught him at an 8, won a couple gunfights, get Kenny inside the time, and as good as it gets. And Gio lightning kill feed with 2. If I was betting, man, what is that? Gio, maybe you gotta drop the 1.2. By the way, gunfights absolutely crazy. Gio though, perfect start, 4-0. His boys back in.
Hold on, Gio going crazy
right now, as good as it gets.
That's 5. Go on, Joe, make it 6. Or not. Pressure was there. Lovely teamwork again off the rip here. Rocker, this has been a good start. Estro, he's hot. Coming into this one, screaming, and Kleenex find their respective kills, and that is the far left-hand side of the minimap. Locked up for P2. Take it or leave it, folks. Rocker's start. That lead's about to evaporate.
Yeah, 20-point lead, but now I think Ultra, one of the few teams that they are consistently able to lock down P2. Some teams completely unable. Toronto typically on point. Both players spawn in the back, though. So Near's taking the route. The timing doesn't go his way, though.
4 dead, thank you. Now time to fuck him up.
We watched this map yesterday. LAG, they get a 4-man wipe. Hill would get broken 5 seconds later. Do we think Toronto is that kind of team?
Well, we're about to find out very quickly. Opening Nate Salvo, solid. No trophies in place to save Kleenex. On the right-hand side, Insight, keeping this flank as safe as possible. Reinforcements from Kleenex over the top.
That was a good play by Insight.
Beans makes it a 3rd. They're not those guys, pal.
Oh my god. Hold on. All right, we're good. Kleenex spawned in.
Some Skyline, don't you?
Oh no. No. Here comes another. Oh no. He's not dead yet. You haven't killed him yet. Finally. You can breathe a sigh of relief, but that is Ultra seeing pretty.
Hey, perfect full 60. Congratulations. Also, I love the view of Insight wall banging through the couch and just staying alive. People roast him for being too slow, but he is buying guys like Kleenex more time to get to work. And you give a guy like Kleenex or Joe to see it's time to work, and it is just 2 pieces like this, a break on P3, and just facilitating this development. Clean and easy break, as good as it gets. A team kill rolling through from Rocker, so you have happy to create some white time, but ultimately still, you got Ultra applying the pressure.
It's the right shade of white time for Minnesota Rocker right now, and now it's gone purple. So in we go, inside trying to cut the back line open. Bean's going to be there to pick up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice too. We got Pistola. Holy Frijoles. Over to Joe Deceives, who does
Can we
exactly
push through?
the same thing.
No,
Ultra.
we
What
cannot.
about for Kitchen? They're cleaning up so far. Once the dishes are done, they'll go to bed. That's on the right-hand side of the mini-map, and that's where we go to next.
It's also super heads-up spawn awareness. You can actually just see on the mini-map how ahead of the game Toronto is. They might not break the spawns, but they spawn one player out in the back, and they read that. They know exactly what's going on at any given point. Communication always effective. Rocker, though, good hold so far. They still are maintaining those right-side spawns. They got P1 pushed up, so a good hold here, and you're back in the game.
We're right back in it. Rocker, can you do it, though? Here comes the squirrely approach, a little bit climbing, a little bit dive in, and it's Gio with the big kills.
I feel like 50-50s with Joe, he wins like 70% of his 50-50s.
The fourth man spawns close. Yeah, right back to spawn. Don't worry, mate. You'll be close on this one again. Over the top comes Joe. There's the break opportunity, and Rocker are in.
Yeah, and shout out to Joe Deceives for that wonderful display of patience. Again, Ultra controlling the pace when they need to, and him just living in the back line that long, waiting for his second wave of teammates to roll through. And I mean, credit to Rocker. Gio tried to stop it. He went for the chow, but ultimately Joe just outplays him, and now he's got his ARs looking over the top.
That's a good lead.
I mean, just maybe 3 different examples already of why we can see why Ultra are so good.
What is Joe soaking, man? I feel like Joe be soaking half the time.
Second set. The scoreline was nice for Minnesota Rocker. Now it's even nicer as it climbs over the 69 mark into the 70s. Nero's not going to find a whole lot more success here, but Gio, you had the hard point for a moment, lads. Now looking at another potential spawn flip. That's Ultra's name of the game right now. They've got themselves P1. A soak is good, but spawns for 2 are even better.
Good shots from Estriel trying to add to the pile, but the teamwork there coming through from
Can't
Ultra.
submit it.
Rocker does still get the break. Good nades coming out
What
of
does it
Gio.
give you
Make sure
air or
get the
something?
boys off time, and a P1 for Rocker. So far this game has been the best hill for them. They need to make sure they win this rotation though too. 22 seconds to go. They do have those left side spawns. You cannot allow Ultra to break this setup.
And Jamie Craven happily sitting on top here. A power position. For the man with the names, send in Joe for the kills. Not going to be there. Spawns are still good in the back here for Rocker. The pressure's not enough to break it this time around. So Minnesota, oh baby, the bend no break. On a P2 we go. This could be a fantastic turnaround. As Kleenex throws some a mean straight. What is this, Halo 2?
I honestly couldn't tell you, but I'll roll with that. I just hope whenever we get kills, a burst of confetti pops out and we hear a yay as Nero gets to be the man for this pushed out, trying to fry. Unfortunately, it runs into a jackal at that range, not going to win it, but first 20 seconds of this hill going towards Rocker.
Damn.
Trying to play keep away, win the first 2 gunfights, but you see Ultra already backing him down and out of time, and now it's just getting swirly in the back line. Joe Deceives is running circles around players. Rocker do manage to get all these kills, but they've just exchanged maybe 15 seconds. So much time given away. So as good of a hold as it is, not quite the perfect full 60 they were looking for.
Yeah, a hold, but their hands off the wheel. You're not wrong, brother. Last final 10 now as Rocker. They might finally get broken out here. A 1v1 to decide it. Spawn still in the back here for Toronto Ultra, as you are going to get a little bit more of that scrap. Keeps the lead healthy. Keeps the lead fresh, and the teamwork makes you another 3 dead there. Minnesota Rocker on the break to P3 again.
Well, I mean, good news for Rocker long term. They got the right side spawns. Bad news, they're running into the pre-aim of Insight. Nero, though, going to be able to get the trades. It is a trade fest around the time, and there you go. Rocker come out on top. Estriel gives you an extra 2, and Minnesota.
Wait, look at the spawn.
Except for number 5, Kenny.
What are
he
they?
made it to piano. Spawns are getting wild.
What the fuck are they doing?
Lock and key, so a
Thank you.
that is looking wild. And I don't know who's going to come out on top of this one. Still remains to
Wait.
be chaos, and Rocker somehow end up with the spawns in the end.
A blessed moment for Minnesota.
Why is Kleenex not backing up and blocking that?
Point time. It's going to be a 15 seconds going the way of Toronto once again, but a solid
Like what the fuck am I watching?
Kenny finds himself 2-3 dead Ultra. Into the hard point we now go. Minnesota Rocker. They're all tucked up there in the bathroom.
And that's huge as well. I mean, a massive moment. You create the chaos, but you are perfectly set up now for this new time. Gio's got grass. Your random points got the front. Nero's got up top. You have everything covered.
Breaks from the top side of the map. Now we go. Nero makes safe his lane. Now from downstairs, the
They
line
broke anyway.
And it's well gone, mate. Oh, what a collapse. Oh my word, Ultra. A superb break. Before the wounds have even healed though, Rocket right on their heels. Trailing now, still. To the front, we're going to try to hit this one. Nero from upstairs as well. The 2-2 split. 2 up, 2 down. Who's going to get there first?
What the fuck am I seeing? Why are they got 2 people on the table, man?
A moment of insanity. The only reason Rocker really didn't get the hold is because Kenny, the man that was on the patio furniture, was the first one to die. And ultimately, I think they bailed themselves out and sort of handled the mixiness. So, I mean, all things considered, not the worst hill for Rocker.
Oh my
but
god.
That first P2 is just not as good as you're going to want it. But staying in the game, I mean, a 20-point gap right now. So I was wrong about the 100-point difference prediction. Rocker having a little bit of fight, but still, they got a long way to go.
Well, third set, once again, Ultra leading going into this one. It looks like Geo tagged Kleenex back in bedrooms. So some very fun player counteractions. Kleenex and Geo, the battle continues. This time, going the way of Ultra for the second. Break attempt good. Rocker are in. Oh, 3 dead again. And Kenny now trying to push those spawns, but it's going to be a good opportunity here for Ultra. Trying to get them out of time. Hold on to this one. Nero, the old poke attack, as he gets a little bit of chip damage. Indeed, more than chip. Breaks the guard.
Whoa.
Oh, dear goodness.
What the hell?
Nero, a 4 spree, but not enough to break spawns.
And not just yet. I mean, they're trying, though. This has been great soakage on P1. Rocker might end up taking the lead on this time as well. They just can't break down the line. Last man standing, Joe Deceives.
I feel like everybody has a fucking AR out.
There's the spawn break, and Minnesota Rocker might just make me eat my words. They got the leads. They got the spawn. They can win it on this B2.
Yummy! Over the top. Over Kenny now in time. Backline covered by Nero for a second. Joe Deceives going to get his now. Estral, you have got a big moment here. Doesn't check the low stairs. Doesn't manage to get inside off time just yet. But this could be it. Opportunity now from Kleenex to get forward. Able to get in time. Yes.
Wow.
Is Nero had an AR the whole time?
Yeah, Kleenex is godlike, dude.
Are they running 3 ARs?
In that moment, forcing the pressure towards the back. Ultra are overwhelming. And how about that for a break? And now Estriel trying to be the front man on the squad. Great tags, great damage, but trying to find the opening towards the back, waiting for his teammates to group. The hit has to be good, and they're making it happen now. Kenny to time has the sub to do it. 2-2 trade in the feed in last men standing. Look to be Minnesota Rocker.
We're going to see another lead change, and we're going to see a very, very closely contested hard point going into third. Wow. Nero,
well, now he has a
what
sub
a
out.
moment.
He must have been going back
Waves
and
of
forth.
insane kills. Gets him to 36. Here we go to Kitchen.
I don't even know if this game's gonna end on Kitchen. I think the rotation might be a factor as well. So you got on the mini-map, Kenny taking deep routes. Unfortunately for Kenny, his team getting picked apart on one end, but he wins the gunfight and flips the spawns. So maybe long-term Kenny made the play.
Oh, he might have. Nero cuts down inside through mid. Nero, another 2. Kenny on the break. Rocker are in.
They don't have the flip, dude. These are spawns from hell. Ultra gonna hit this from every single angle.
Dead.
And look at that 4-man wipe, and now they got the
They just need one more
It
thing
is
to
a
kill.
skyline at its absolute best.
And here we go. Ultra trying to hold on. Beans trying to make the play. Push the reinforcements. He gets a little bit of intel. Kleenex on a close corner. Another hardpoint break. You've got kills. Oh, Kleenex finds another. Up close and personal with the Jackal. Devours.
They can win.
Spawns again.
Rocker has to. Oh, Insight's about to make the play, I think.
Yeah, you gotta need the break. I mean, someone has to go from Rocker over to
What is Rocker doing?
247, 246. He can't make it.
Are they dumb?
And it ends on a P.
Did they not do the math?
Holy smokes, what a game of Skyline.
What's that game of Skyline, boys and girls? Start of this series already electric.
Alright. I think Beans had 27, which is fine. I think that's exactly what his line was.
Sensational, man.
He had 27 or 28.
What's the deal?
I feel like Kenny, the first time he pushed me in, I'm looking at the minimap.
I feel like
I
Rocker.
couldn't explain it, why it happened, but like,
Bro, they didn't realize they could lose or what? Oh, Beans had 28. Okay, that's fine. Did they not? They're like trying to hold spawns still, but like, you're gonna lose the game, dude. Like, hello?
Spawns for noob.
Yeah, they're 7 and 8 are holding. What are they holding for? I don't know.
Again, but you could win it here.
Do they not do the math? Hello? Math.
Toronto.
yeah, you gotta need the break. I mean, someone has to go from Rocker over towards this.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that, but okay.
247, 246. He can't make it to time.
That's cool. I mean, if we don't want to do math, I mean, that's cool.
Win towards the end. Like, they get the P2 hold, perfect 60. They get the P4 hold, so much more time. And when they don't have these things going for them, they're just so annoying. Even, like, the final P2, Miles, when, like, Minnesota Rocker get it, all 4 players, or, like, they kill 3. Joe deceives his last man standing over towards.
Yeah, I got beans 1 through 3. 55 and a half. Yeah.
All of these annoying
we're like exactly on pace, so that means that was a good under because dude, he barely hit, and it went fucking 250 to like 220 or whatever. So like if it wasn't a close game, he was going way under.
Either way, Joe causing problems there.
I have insight and insight not 1 through 3 though. Insight and Nero just 3.
Is really making sure that your teammates on a map this small can get across to the other side, can get into a line of sight where they can actually provide support. That is what you're looking for here. And Toronto Ultra doing it right. Really great individual gunfights there from Kleenex. He had himself an unbelievable map in that regard, but those gunfights only get you so far.
I also need Ultra to win 3-0, 3-1. And I hit this plus 500.
Start to the series for them. Nero putting in the work. Don't beat yourself up, kid. You're a demon.
Yeah, I mean, Nero's definitely in contention for having most 40 bombs in the league. He has quite a few in hardpoint and control, but in spite of the 40 bomb, simply not enough. But like, again, this first P2 for Toronto Ultra, near perfect full 60. You go to the next P2 where Rocker had the edge. Ultra don't score any points on that second P2, right? They never get a clean break. Rocker made the plays to hold down the time the entire way through, but they only got 30 seconds because Ultra, again, just complete nuisances. And I mean, the game you lose by 22, you only get 30 seconds. I mean, I don't want to call it a money hill, but it's, again, those types of things that Ultra, they're built different on Skyline, very consistent with it. And Kleenex is one of the best Skyline players in the game. Doesn't hurt to have.
It doesn't hurt whatsoever. What might hurt, though, is the next map coming up, Rewind, Search and Destroy. We saw this yesterday.
Rewind. I think Rocker's good at this.
Sensational round 11 in their game 5. Do you think that's going to be the case today? Is this going to be another nail biter, or Ultra a far more fierce competitor?
What the hell is he doing? Wait, what did he just do? What is he doing with his mouth? Wait, what is this guy doing, bro?
In their game 5. Do you think that's going to be the case today? Is this going to be another nail biter, or Ultra?
What the fuck was that? What is that? What is he doing?
Round 11 in their game 5. Do you think that's going to be the case today? Is this going to be another nail biter?
What is he doing?
Or Ultra a far more fierce competitor?
I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I'm gonna be honest with you. What is he actually doing?
Honestly, it's an interesting map, just because I feel like on that squad is
that might be my thumbnail. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
The same level of S&D they have had throughout this stage. They have to be at their top form.
Well, the form is honestly good at the moment. Again, I feel like they woke up today here on the 11th and they're looking fine because you've given them a great game on Skyline there.
Who? Oh yeah, Rocker picked 2, 3, 4. So
the teamwork very clean indeed.
We'll see.
Sun goes down, city heats up. Fine, Josh.
Beans is already dead. Nice.
Over by the old Burger Street. Yeah, and he's just gone and flipped Beans.
Yeah, he's great in the first bloods over on this side of the map. Beans met his demise. Kleenex, though, in a good spot to get information. He can see players on the cross if they're going through blue or like the hole in the wall. But with a man down, still a very tough spot. Kleenex, well, can't cross that with Kenny overlooking. And meanwhile, Rocker able to get the bomb down in just a moment. And they'll have a 4v3 for the post plant.
They don't have any numbers on the inside of the site. Oh, sorry, it's 2 of them. Minimap freaked me out there. Pick a corner, any corner. Whether it's the laundry or it was pushing Kenny. You see the barrel, Ken. Yeah, the stun's going to connect. The Kleenex, with not the coverage of his teammate, would have been dead and out here. So you know at least 2 players through the B side of the map. Ouch. Kleenex on the entry. Snaps in from Geo. The backline safe and sound. Tobias Yul Jonsson 1v3. Technically, it's a crossfire from hell. Gets Rock of the round.
Yeah, and Rocker do everything perfect. Kenny got credit for the kill, but I think Geo came over to double chow the street with him, so I think each player can get partial credit for the first blood in the 4v3. Like, happy to take your time, don't make any mistakes, clear out all the corners, get the bomb down, and we saw Kenny on the street. He knows Kleenex is nearby. He has Estriel for support in the middle of the map, but he knows not to overcommit because Kleenex had the help from Insight. So if Kenny doesn't back down, he'd throw away his life. He does the smart thing, get out of dodge, and when Insight shoots his gun, Nero gets active. So, I mean, a perfectly orchestrated round from Rocker. They're going to need a few more of those.
Heavy hit here from Rocker. They're going for it. Are we going to bang the door at Jens? Hello! Whoa! Hello! Estriel, they're in. That's the kill. Kleenex, oh, what a recovery. Gets away with his life. 3v3. Are we going to keep pushing pace? Minnesota sure are. Bad news, though. Kleenex, he is the master.
Yeah, he's a demon. In the meantime, though, Geo actually does win another gunfight to even the odds at a 2v2 in the minimap. Well, you see what Insight's doing. Kleenex is looking for information, and they got it. Freebie kill, and he spots Estriel. I didn't know you could wall bang that, but there you go.
That is the dumpster bang, and Estriel now truly in a difficult situation to be in, but not impossible. Hello. 1v1.
Shreds.
Kleenex is on him. Bomb recovery. Oh, and he pumps the brakes. Oh my goodness. You hit this corner, Toby. Oh my God. He's backed up again. How does he know? He's going all around the world. Bomb plant? Yes, indeed. Estriel's going to check. Has to confirm. What? The 48 HP. 2 rounds in a row for Rocker.
Dude, massive, absolutely massive in that 1v2 where he did not have any advantage, right? He's getting tagged up through the dumpsters, gets out of dodge before Kleenex can pick up the trade, and just able to fry Insight. Insight makes the smallest of mistakes by that 18-wheeler. Out in the open, exposed just for a moment. Estriel guns him down and makes the perfect play. S&D kid through and through. Estriel is one of those, like, I mean, he was grinding Black Ops 4 in the offseason and just running pro players' pockets. So he loves him some S&D, and Rewind has been very kind to him. Again, double digits yesterday in the Game 5 to make sure the team clutches up. And they've been terrible in the Game 5. So he is delivering for the squad and delivering here once again. Rocker up 2-0.
3 spree allowing the boys to really run this one. Not going to run too far, though. That trophy system does save the nades. But Joe deceives, Beans, you name it, boys. Kicking ass. Estriel's eyes are 1. And a free kill to his name as well. Great shots on the Joe. Not enough for the kill. All down to Nero's. This round is basically over.
Just chomping on that gum. Nice.
And those are some shots. Ton of information passed out here. Again, the Ultra Boys playing that formation very tight. And now we get loose. Now we spread out. And whoa, 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 that's a 1v1 win you wanted. The double back. Insight playing it slow still. Beans with eyes on A. There's the crossfire you wanted from Ultra. They let Nero just roam his way into that.
Yeah, another great aspect of Insight's game. He is just almost always in the perfect position, playing with the angles, watching one cross, but make sure he has his screen so he can see the elephant push as well and gives the comm immediately. I think Insight's one of the players, like, he's not playing in the same way as Kenny on, like, Burger Street necessarily, of, like, going for the chows, looking for the aggressive first bloods, but he really just is a facilitator. He's always getting the information. He's always, like, sort of telling basically Joe Deceives and Kleenex how they can play the game and what you can get away with. Incredibly valuable to the team is Insight. Massive reason for their success.
That really helps. Trades and mid-map certainly do as well. Oh, Kenny managed to walk over the win, and that is a one shot that is never going to get away. Oh, 1v1, and that is it. We talked about the teamwork, the facilitation, the name of the game. Ultra, get it done. A 1v1 of no note at all. A simple trade.
Yep, and the reason Beans was able to snap like that is, again, he's just getting these comms. I assume it was a similar situation when Kenny's running through the street. Kenny makes the play, honestly, might have broken Insight's angles or in that capacity just to get the kill. But then he's caught out to dry, absolutely dead to rights. So the first blood there, the difference maker. Ultra kick things off, and all of the trades are perfect. We got ourselves a game, 2-2 tied up. Rocker back on the attack, and we're driving.
A real fast turnaround there.
Wait, you might get
trouble here. That might have caused damage. You're not going to be able to get anything over the top there. That trophy certainly helped.
Yeah, Joe had like 30 health.
He was in an issue there. Love this. How does he know? That might have been a hop check over the wall. Somebody passing that intel to him straight away. And now the aggression. Ultra hit go. Insight on the left flank. Beans now keeping the bomb as safe as he can. He has eyes on it for now. Esriel and Kenny, a very difficult retake down a man. Oh
yeah,
dear.
Just everywhere you go, Inside is cutting the map in some ridiculous way. And trades instant.
Nice.
Good try there out of Esriel, but nothing we're able to cook up. And in spite of the fact
We get a nice 3-0, man.
He's still outstanding in the first blood category in that section of the map. He caught CleanX for absolute free. The breakdown happens instantly. And Miles, I have to imagine you're correct that someone is just spotting out where that player is planning for Joe Deceives, just a Kool-Aid man and know exactly where to pre-aim. So information game always on point. And then Inside also knows, hey, if Joe's getting the kill in this spot, where's the pressure going to be coming from after the fact? Insight reads that, reads Kenny on the pinch. And Insight is a monster in S&D. And he's only 5-2. Found him, man. Underrated.
Once again from Ultra, it's a tight setup, shoulder to shoulder. Oh, Nero. That was a challenge. He wanted it. He got it.
Oh my god.
The nade was almost so great from CleanX, but it's going to send in beans. He also has bomb. Everybody got plant street coverage now, so 1v1, he's going to help out in. Kenny is in serious trouble here. Over the wall, from the hip. Beans!
Alright, let's calm down, Beans.
Oh, Geo, this is not going to happen. This is 4 rounds in a row.
Kill him, CleanX, please.
For Toronto Ultra. The takeover on Rewind is still there.
Yeah, I mean, that's lights out. You don't get the first blood, you're going to have a bad time, and Beans just making a nice little highlight reel play there as well. And once again, from Ultra, I mean, super heads-up gameplay. Like, they had the double challenge on Kenny on the truck, but Beans just knows someone is going to try to come help Kenny. And also Nero, I mean, dude, you don't have to...
He doesn't know there's two. He doesn't know there's two players. He's thought, I'm challenging.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, if you don't know though, like maybe not.
That was a Fafo moment for sure. Like, he found out real quick. He's finding out again currently. His teammates on the other side. Hey, good coverage from Ken. That was a really tight angle to work with. And Esriel now pushing advantage. Man up. Ian Nero now full HP, loaded pockets. And they didn't see the barrel. Oh my good god. Who is that on the other side of the wall? Dude, they haven't checked it. Beans is here. Out like a light. Walks away with the near gunfight win. CleanX is there for the try. Oh my god. Shut a front door. It's a 2v1.
Esriel's trying to bail you out. And I mean, dude, he can't even do it. There's nowhere you can go. Every exit covered. And again, the teamwork there from Toronto Ultra continues to be world class. I mean, you had Beans completely dead to rights. 2 players going for the trade.
Why is this guy going so insane?
He's there for the coverage and the communication perfect on who's one shot and where they are. I mean, it's chaotic,
this guy to relax.
So a lot of luck is involved in these moments as well. But if you're doing the little things right, more often than not, you will end up lucky.
Oh man, the new sheriff in town, Beans. He got that iron on his hip. A nice 3 kills from him on this round. Beautiful stuff and a pure joy and an elated player cams. 5 spree Insight, 4 spree Beans. Potential final round here. Rocker on the much deeper defense.
Yeah, Insight hasn't died since round 2, so that's how things are going for Ultra.
He's got a gift for Minnesota. A lot of cover on this map, but now impeccable information gain, let alone the kill. Ultra now move in a position. This is the victory lap.
Yeah, and I think Insight spotted Kenny on the pinch too, so number 4 is going to be looking at that. Yeah, absolutely ready for Kenny. There is nowhere these Rocker players can go without getting sniffed out.
There it is. The sniff complete, and he caught a full whiff of Kenny. Geo once again, a 1v4, an admirable amount of damage dealt. Eyes onto the next man. Oh.
Did Beans kill him with the car? That was Beans' car, I think.
Oh. Eyes onto the next man.
Fuck. Alright, you got 8.
Oh man, that's not cool, but I appreciate it. I needed that laugh because I was a
okay, Beans is at
Rocker, the first round they played,
36. What did I get? 55? Oh, it's a little...
bread and butter. thing of beauty.
It's a little concerning, but not nothing
Has a
crazy.
ridiculous 1v2 clutch.
I need beams under 20.
Because Ultra flipped this switch.
Well, actually, I need him under 19. Actually, I guess, yeah.
On the street.
Well, he can get 19. Just can't get 20.
I suppose not too involved after the fact, but otherwise you are just getting slaughtered. Nero 0 for 3 in the first blood battle, and I mean, Insight, he died twice and went, I'm good. I'm
We'll
not
work
doing
with that.
anymore. One of the rare hellstorms earned in Search and Destroy. Again, Insight. I keep standing him and saying his name and singing his praises as much as I can for good reason. He does stuff like that.
You are well heard, mate. Well heard. Well, 2-0 at the half, an incredibly dominant and very, very flashy victory there from the Toronto Ultra boys. It's back to the desk. Clint, you know he was thinking about Bix when the Death Star killed him. You know he did.
He was. Yeah, I was. I'll be honest with you. I didn't hear what he said at all.
Something about a Death Star and Bix.
Well, he was talking Andor. Dude, I caught up on Andor. It's incredible. No, I didn't have anything turned up loud enough. I actually didn't hear what he said. Oh, dude, wait till he tweets a photo.
Maven Sundays. One day we're going to teach him how to plug in.
I texted Miles a photo of me crying to an episode of Andor, and he's got it saved forever. There's literally tears coming down my face. He's going to
I can't wait till he drops that. And right now, he could use it on the side of the Minnesota Rocker. I mean, honestly, Minnesota losing that first match to Vegas put them in a position where they need an upset in one of these matches, right? Yeah. And we thought potentially this could be it because you look at the map set and it's like, okay, they played a lot of rewinds. The one loss that we've seen in recent memory on the rewind was around 11, right? So they've been solid on this map. Not the case here. I mean, you saw them go up 2-0 early, and then Toronto Ultra just kind of turn it on. Some aggressive pushes through street. One of their defenses, they just catch them off guard, and then after that, you see Kenny try to get tricky, get behind. And
wait, what? Amaranth's husband?
Like Toronto, just 6 rounds straight. Insight finds a hellstorm.
Wait, what?
Yeah. No, I mean, it goes back to what we were talking about at the beginning of this.
Doesn't he be on stream now? I don't think she's hiding him no more. I think he's like part of the stream now. I don't really understand, but
the first 2 maps, yes, it was a close one for Rockery. He had some opportunities. You and I were a little frustrated, and one of the moments in that map one. Yeah, man. This is something that ever since I think like squad spawns in 2019, like this concept in Hardpoint, like sometimes when a team gets 4 dead, like they get the kills, like they kill 4, spawns are just, it's like where are they going to spawn? Because if you get 3 dead and there's at least 1 enemy player up, you have a better idea. When you get 4 dead and just get punished by, like we've seen it a million times in the last like 5 years, but it still pisses me off every time.
Yeah, it was super important.
Time for our scuff play of the game. It came from game 1 and it came from a man named Tobias. Shall we walk you through this one, Nameless?
Yeah, Toby's an absolute beast. Animal. The rip of the game, he started off just frying, was a 6 streak. We get down to the wire here, and you know, this is the end of the map. We get to this P3, and as Clint mentioned, there was a 4 down on the side of the Minnesota Rocker. It actually happens right after Toby's finding those kills, and then they have to come in and re-break. And what happens is Joe finds one, allows Kleenex to get to the hill, and once Kleenex gets in and around this hill, he's just finding kills from the rat corner, left and right. Nothing you can do. They close it out.
The manager is tossing hand warmers. He's just loving life. No chat.
The future of trading is here on Robinhood. It feels soft. It mills great.
DreamHack Maven is going to his first, and you can
What the fuck is going on? Let me see.
Make sure you use Puro first, but it's going to be DreamHack.com/Dallas/CDL for your tickets. Watch all 12 of your teams before 4 of them get knocked out before champs.
You would kill it as a Kratos cosplay.
Oh my God!
Amaranth calls cops on her husband after he charged at her during a 20-hour stream argument.
What would that guy in the middle play?
What the fuck does that even mean?
He's so famous he'd play himself.
Yeah, just himself.
All right, hold on.
Man.
What a handsome gent too.
All right.
Who's that like? Who's that one like redhead like artist that's really big? Why can't they was
Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, he'd be like Ed Sheeran.
It's only a minute. Let me see.
I think Ed Sheeran's
Ed Sheeran is that one redheaded artist.
We got a minute.
I'm not okay with. I'm not
What is
okay
this?
with being observed.
Okay, great.
I'm unokay with.
Why is this? Is this
Well,
fake
then
again?
leave. I'm not gonna follow you.
So you're literally just gonna be super defiant, is that right?
Good. Talk about problems. Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Including my
Leave. You
face.
can move. You can go
Dude,
away.
I wasn't in camera view. You moved the camera
The
view
fuck,
to me.
bro?
What is this,
What's
man?
wrong with you?
Why is this being streamed?
Yes.
What the hell is this? Is it a cop? Why do these people want so much attention, man? I don't understand. They already got millions, man. Just go away. They still starving for fucking attention. What the fuck's wrong with these people, man? Just starting.
The one thing that they do not have, I think it's starting to just cut away from them. It's getting peeled back one map at a time, and they're tough and tougher opponents. They're never going to give up these free wins.
All right, man. Let's get this fucking nice, strong defense, please. Let's not fuck up our defenses. Dumbass fucking Ultra, man, please. Thank you.
Big fan. Big fan. Big fan.
Need beans under 19 and a half.
Here we go.
All right.
Time to turn it all around.
Let's see how this goes.
It's time to believe.
Wait, actually, I need a bunch of shit on this, huh? What do we need? Nero and Kleenex. No, not Kleenex, and Insight, right? Hold on. Nero under 24 and a half, Insight under 21 and a half. All right, I just need everyone to get shit on, all right?
Yeah, you know why? Because he's already logged in. Can't not be logged in. I was talking about the Rocker tweet. Here we go.
Yeah, I hear you. Rocker, by the way, for what it's worth, I think have actually been playing pretty well. Like, playing their game, the tools that they have. Like, again, Kenny for the first blood delivering. Nier on map 1 dropped the 40. So I think Rocker are bringing sort of like their A game. I think Toronto, yeah, just better so far. So we'll see if they can sort of make up for that. Good opening break nonetheless. 2 players near the zone. Kills falling into their laps. Trades rolling through. Nero, good patience. Didn't get the gunny, and this is where Ultra, I mean, they never look back. They get a 4-man wipe, and I feel like they're guaranteed to win the round.
Well, if you're getting your A game, it just feels like Ultra's got the A++. I'm not going to say S rank just yet, but they're bringing the absolute noise. Kenny, go on, son, Kenny. There's another one here. Whoa, okay. Beans finds 2 with the Jackal, and we keep the A zone absolutely perfect right now. Geo from upstairs. Lovely tags into Joseph Decivicus. He goes down, and now an opportunity to keep the A zone. I mean, at least for now, a battle that you can contest for.
Well, you gotta be worried about the catwalk. Geo's trying to pick that up. Underground route being taken, flying through the front. Ultra looking for it. I mean, all the trades are gonna start to roll through. Minnesota edge up, and then Beans gives you 2. Geo,
all right, Beans, you're doing a little too much, buddy.
Maybe Rocker have it instead.
Calm it down.
And once again, it's the same looking kill feed. It's Beans with 2. It's just the perfect way. Ultra flow. It's the system they have in place to retake that A zone on the attack. And oh dear God, Insight is now at P2 hanging out with both weapons, causing issues. The A zone's still getting captured though, so Joe's doing what he can to buy that time, but it's not going to pull too much here from the Ultra lads. Kleenex is going to get the gunfights done from the front door. Beautiful stuff. Final few seconds. And there is a chance. There's a hope with 10 to go.
What are you doing?
There,
what
lads.
the?
Gonna try. Going for the mid hit. Kleenex. Easy 1. Difficult 2, but then the trades are just
what was he trying to nade?
Always on point. It must be an absolute trip to play against Ultra in the sense of, like, depending on who you're taking a gunfight, like, you either have to deal with Insight, because he is a sole player, playing like a snail in some weird corner, like behind the pool, and you're just annoyed of those gunfights, and then you got to deal with Kleenex just running it down. And everything's so perfect in a sense of, like, you know, Geo going through the catwalk, looking at players in the pillars. They're always dancing around it in, like, a very well orchestrated way. A very dialed in team. Everybody knows.
Let me look at the kills. Hold on, I wasn't even.
Let
me see how we're looking.
An idea of,
that was a good defense though.
You know, where a few players
it was kind of a lot of kills, but it was a good defense.
And then bang, you get sucked.
I got 4. It's fine.
Nowhere.
It's fine, honestly.
While you're reeling,
you got 5.
trying to see if Beans find theirs, and then someone walks over your corpse and captures the zone. Here we go. 3 dead. It's
3 dead.
About as good a start you can possibly get. There's the last man.
Last man is
that zone
deep
is
flanking
flying,
that shit.
folks.
That's an A cap. He's taking so long.
It's going to be a perfect A capture. Toronto Ultra now march towards B.
Yeah, Geo didn't even want to try. That's how bad that opening break went. And now Kleenex is trying to maybe get over towards Art. 2 kills and a feed.
Kleenex is in Art.
He's found the route.
Great kill.
Goes for the challenge. Steven, look at him. Objectively minded. The SMG players I dream about.
He just takes a couple of steps back. Joe's going to keep playing his life. Kleenex now fills that role immediately. Look at this, folks. Insight again. Tags all over the shop. Playing a close corner here from the hit into Kenny. Estriel had eyes on, but the capture still continues, folks. Second segment gone.
Look at Kleenex, man. Look at Ultra, man. That's what I like to see, man.
72 good.
Good shit.
Listen, I'm not expecting you to get this answer right. Did you see how many deaths Ultra had in that round?
I think it was none.
Not 3. They had 3 deaths in the entire round, and they captured both zones. That is... I don't know if that's the record. I think there's been a handful of 2
great team, man.
wins.
That's about as good as it gets.
On a map like Vault, yeah,
Love me some Ultra, man.
absurd.
Yeah, Rocker right now. We talked about hope.
Hey, nothing to smile about, pal. Hey, quit smiling.
I mean, this
Let's
is
lock in.
Unbelievable
Good shit.
One of the most unbelievable
No more smiling.
tests of human resolve that we have seen in the COD League.
All right.
The stats might be broken.
It might be, definitely are. Joe Seeves is on a larger streak than he has.
Estriel has 3 kills. What the fuck?
I had a point to make. Doesn't matter. You're absolutely right. Well, opening trades. Forget it. It's fine. Opening trades are going to be done, and it is going to be technically Rocker up top, if not for beats. Who flies in? And now toe to toe with Gio, who continues to be a wonderful watch in the one.
Okay, Nero has 6. This is good. Wait, did they fix the scoreboard? Oh yeah, they fixed it. They fixed it. That's correct.
Oh, we're back. Yes.
Yeah, we are G for now.
Cool.
Shout out the
Unders are looking great.
One segment down at A. Happy birthday, Q.
They couldn't look any better.
Lock in, everyone.
So let's just not choke
And he's
this.
doing
All
all
right.
right. On offense, he's been fine at the very least. 9 and 10 doesn't look great, but they did just get slammed on the defensive ends. And Estriel started off 3 and 10, so he's been solid on the attack as well.
This might be a
much slower
cap,
catch on this
yeah.
one, but every kill's been perfect.
Fuck,
A 5
man.
life advantage, plenty of time to work with. You get Estriel towards the zone. Rocker fighting.
Fighting indeed, and this is it. The test of the resolve, and it is being tested. Gio, we are battling truly tooth and nail here against the might of Ultra, who have got a perfect setup looking over this point. Oh, we fan out. We find some kills.
Yeah, this is bad.
Minnesota not as aggressive towards
This is
time.
very
They are worried
bad.
about the other 2 members who have been flanking. A possible opportunity missed. You've got to find a couple more outrageous wins.
Oh my, and just shot on the cross.
Good kill,
He's trying to
Kleenex.
kill
Oh,
Kleenex.
look
It's
at
not
Ultra,
lands
man.
in his face.
Beautiful,
And
man.
4-man wipe, and
Just
there
a
you go.
perfect.
That's the round.
Just
That's it.
great, man.
Wow, it's minute 30. And
Fuck with
15
Ultra,
lives.
man.
Oh, 17 lives, sorry.
They do shit correctly, man.
That could have been the chance. That could have been the opportunity now.
Don't fuck it up, man.
A possible hit now through mid. It's going to be an insight. Yeah,
Oh.
who gets right back up top.
Inside top art, man. Great
Again,
guy.
in a position to be defending from. He does have a teammate to back him up there.
Great
Thompson's
guy
showing
holding
now
top
clear on
art,
the bottom
man.
side of Vault. No one's going to be home for the time being. A minute to play.
There's just no room to breathe either. You're trying to worry about the pace. They had a 5 life advantage, and they maintained that for a bit, but that has begun to evaporate. Only a 3 kill difference now. A minute and a half, as you stated, when the 4-man wipe happened. Well, 50% of that is gone. You do have pressure over towards the B zone, but Insight's behind you. The Thorn in your side. Now you can make it towards B, and they have the trophy. Or they don't have trophies yet, but still in a good spot.
It's not going to save you from this. It's not going to save you from Joe.
Great. Look at Insight, man.
Jamie Craven, he kills
That's a
nearly
great play,
everything.
man.
The team
Love this
once
guy,
again
man.
From Ultra, the positioning fantastic, but 6 lives. They are technically down. 35 on
Oh,
the
wait, I
clock.
didn't even see the lives. Hold on, what the fuck?
Insight just wants to waste as much time as he can. 2 players to deal with, and he gives nothing to his teammates.
I do
But he
not
does
like
slow them
where-
down, so 5 lives remaining, but only 25
Oh,
seconds on
he
the
got
clock.
out. Good shit.
No respawns remaining. Ultra have to live.
And we're on it. We're on it. Joe pushed the advantage. He has the hit points to work with here, but oh dear, doesn't have Estriel. The kill's good. Estriel gets traded out. That's it. Surely. That's it.
They can't get on the point.
15 seconds.
Actually, 7 could.
One final stab.
They're gonna push through
One
Vault.
chance, Minnesota Rocker. You're gonna go out on your knees, or you're gonna go out on your feet. Here we go. It's a fight. No lives for Ultra. Quick contest. Anyone there on the trade? Yeah, over the top. It's not done yet. Nero staying alive.
Thank you.
No angle to cover it. Last man left alive, Estriel.
Yes, good shit. Dude, Ultra is just, I love them, man. They just take shit serious, man. They ain't messing around. Great team, man.
Yeah, and with 3 3-0s on the day.
I think everything hit. I'm pretty sure every under hit.
But yeah, fantastic work there by Ultra.
Good shit.
Certainly you're looking to come out.
I ain't gonna lie. I just put a tweet up.
Wait, and my fucking bet hit too. Hold on. This was a great Sunday.
Play poorly
Hold on.
That's what tweet out ads burning. I wonder if you gonna see it on stream.
They had the 1v2 clutch. They had a perfect like
Ultra, see, Ultra doesn't fuck around with the maps and shit. They be playing their shit and they take it serious and they go for the win. Thieves don't take shit serious. FaZe always plays their worst maps. Ultra doesn't do none of that bullshit.
I think on the skyline, and it was like 24 and 28 from Estriel. Still lose that one, and well, they attempted to battle on the control.
All right.
But on the defensive
Yo, the hub follows.
Great Sunday, man. That might be the fastest. Was everything? Wait, was it all 3-0s?
Towards the end, Ultra are just able to sort of control the pace and get the 3-0 win.
It was all 3-0s. Yeah, it was all 3-0s.
Can't ask for anything more. Got a 3-0 dub in Minnesota Rock.
Damn.
At least it wasn't a game 5 loss.
It wasn't a game 5 at all, no, but that was a real clean dispatch. Ultra
Is this game almost over? Oh, I'm about to tune into this Nuggets game. Hold on, it's a 3-point game. I'm about to watch this. Hey, with all due respect, I don't give a fuck about your post match. All right, next week we got
What we got next week?
Let me see what we got. Optic, LAG, Carolina Rocker, and then Breach Thieves. That's actually decent because, well, I don't know. Optic's probably gonna shit on them, but at least Thieves is playing as well. It's a decent little day. All right, I'll see y'all next Friday, 2 o'clock for the matches. I'm out. Y'all have a good day. I'm about to watch the game.